Chihuahua.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Rise and shine.
I'm the leader of the Repeal the 19th.
I think it was awesome. Sorry, whoever's offended by that concept, I don't care. I thought it was awesome.
Because we have a tendency to think that way around here.
My nigga.
Y'all the ones bringing this stuff in here, but I'm the poster child for it.
Where are you from, bro?
Oh, I'm from Tennessee.
Oh, that's a sick accent, bro. I haven't heard that before. That's awesome, dude.
It's my team. It's my quarterback.
And you're trying to get a controversial statement out of me. But
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Bring your ass. Hey.
You serious?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket from sportspicks.locals.com. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. And boy, oh boy, do we have a packed show. We got the college football playoff rankings to talk about. We got Conor McGregor, as you can tell by the title of this. We got to talk about him. Things are just getting much, much worse for him. We've got NFL contests that we got to talk about. We got to predict the scores, Crick, for Thursday's games. Going for $1 million. We're gonna do that. We got
shots.
We got what's that?
I said I love taking shots at him.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good little lick too.
Mm-hmm. Then we got what else we got? We got Bradley coming in from the Devils World Highlight League.
Let's go,
Bradley's
baby.
coming in about 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So we'll have him for our weekly highlight interview, which
I was telling you, Bradley's a specimen.
He's a specimen. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. He's a specimen. But before we get into all that, Crick, how we doing this morning?
I'm all right, sir. I'm all right, man. Took a little, I had over 149 on that damn Duke Kansas game last night there. Feeling pretty good about it. But then damn Hunter Dickinson gets thrown out of the game with like 10 minutes left for stepping on dude's head. And then they wind up, it's one at 147. It's 75-72. Dude gets the ball back. Dude slings up the game tying three. Backboard all the way around the rim and out, man. That would have tied it up, sent it OT, covered my over. We can't have nothing, bro.
Well, I mean, maybe you can't have anything. But
what'd you hit, you dirty rat? What'd you hit?
I forgot to even check in on this game until last night. And then I'm like, oh, that was a nice little winner that hit the old account. I was like, oh, Buffalo, Kent State over 49.5.
Some people just live so right, man.
That's what we're talking about.
So right. I was sitting there thinking last night, why can't I ever be on the right side of one of these things? It's because my co-host is on the right side of all of them.
Yeah, you better believe.
Have you ever been hooked before? Have you ever been hooked the wrong way before? I don't know.
No,
never, not one time.
Ever. It's just weird. I just have a natural instinct that just can't happen. I don't know.
I wish I had that ability, bro. The ability to fade the hook.
Eat your
That's
Wheaties.
like a superpower, dude.
Do your push-ups every day, and maybe you'll get there.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like, they always ask you, what would you do if you could have like one superpower? Mine would just be fading the hook, bro. I would never lose by the hook if I could have one superpower. Anyways, man, how you doing this morning?
Like field goals that look like they're going to go in, and they just go.
Or hit the upright, bounce right back at me. Things like that. Like I said, the ball literally need a three-pointer. It'll roll all the way around the rim 3 times and then roll out.
Oh, man. Yeah, let's say hello to our friends, though. Sorry, I was trying to catch up on the chat. I'm like, Piss Ant's here, and he's in the chat talking about what about the Auburn Tigers? And I'm like, what about the Auburn Tigers? He's talking about basketball. Okay.
What was the final score of that one? I know they Auburn's playing good right now, man. They're playing good. It turned out they had that little fight on the plane when they were flying out to play Houston or whatever. They had to turn the plane around and fly back because the players were fighting. I feel like they just been whipping people's ass, man. Bruce,
it was good. It was good bonding. Oh, you got to remind me about. I got to tell you about UTSA here in a second. Okay. Supporting Electron. He said he had to enter that game. If that's the football game you're talking about, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, you talk about the
Should've
football
known.
game or the
Should've
Duke
known.
Kansas game. One of them you were on the right side of, one of them you're on the wrong side of.
Patriots here. Good morning, buddy. Good morning, Boku. How we doing? And then over on the YouTube side of things, we got Derp in the house. He says it's time to game on. That's right. That's right. What's up, Nevada Maverick? How we doing? Good morning.
Good to see everybody this morning.
I'm 40. Yeah, we got a lot of fun things to get into and talk about. We got to argue about the college football stuff. We got to talk about this Conor McGregor stuff. But we got to have some fun here in the beginning. Okay, we got to have some fun.
A little fun.
I need to wake up. So
I like a little fun.
Yeah. So
we'll let y'all
drink my coffee.
I will let y'all know that Steps is okay, man. Steps is safe.
He made it.
He did make it. I did finally talking to him last night. He didn't make it in, pump the brakes. Told me he was going to be there, man. He didn't make it in. But I was like, after the show, I was like, bro, just let me know you're okay, man. You're not in a car in a ditch somewhere or something. He was like, man, they've got me on this medicine. I came home, sat down in the recliner. When I woke back up, it was dark outside. I'm really sorry, bro. I was like, these things happen, man. We'll let you slide this time.
Every night, I sit down with my wife. We finally get everything cleaned up. It's like 9. Last night it was like 9:20, 9:25. It's like, oh, let's put on a show for like a half hour. I sit on that couch and I was passed out leaning on her last night.
Done.
Got me on that 5-kid medicine,
Dude, that'll put you down. Talk about wear you out. That'll wear you out faster than anything.
I was waking up at 3:15 in the morning every morning to get up and do shit.
I started to say you got a combination of things that probably wear you down, bud. You got to catch your Z's where you can.
Yeah. Oh, UTSA.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Speaking of bonding,
I think we're betting them this week. Look, before you even say any of this, I've already been thinking about taking the Roadrunners over Army this week. So please give me a reason to do it.
Well, I'll ask you this. Do you think it's good for a team? It's the holidays coming up. Do you think it's good for the team to have a Thanksgiving dinner together? You're not going home. You're not doing
right. Yeah. So you can say, yeah. Most of the time, you can't go home to your family. These kids are all over the country. So yeah, I mean, if you're there together, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're having a little Thanksgiving together, and they're leaving the next morning. They're getting up there early, so they're doing their whole team bonding. Now, Army obviously will be having Thanksgiving together, but Army that's nothing new, right?
I was like,
they don't get to leave,
Right. I was going to say, like, you have to go where they tell you to.
So it's just like, yeah, they might have their own Thanksgiving dinner together, the Army team, but that's nothing new.
Right. They eat all their dinners. All their dinners get eaten together.
That's what I'm saying. These guys, it's different. So I think we're going to get a little extra team bonding there.
I was going to say, bro, does everybody not have a Thanksgiving dinner? Every one of these teams? Like, they're all in the same spot. All their kids are from all over the country. I figured they would all do this.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And this one's different, though, because you would think both squads it'd be beneficial to both squads. This time, I'm saying there's an edge because UTSA usually doesn't do this, and Army does do it every single damn day.
You realize these teams do have pregame meals together for every other game too, right?
It's Thanksgiving, Crick. It's different. It just means more,
It just means more. It just means more. That's right. little free ad for the SEC right there. Yeah, no, man. Okay. Look, you're my source for all things UTSA. When you told me you were listening to podcasts with the coach talking all that stuff, and I'll be damned if they weren't down. Coach. They were down by 1 million in that game, bro. And you told me that week, and they came all the way back from like 35 down in the second half to win that game by 1 point. And I was like, you got to be shitting me. So you're my source for all things Roadrunners.
I told you, Coach. He, I love him. He ends every interview like this. Every week, this is how he ends the interview. God bless and bird up.
Let's go. How you bet against that? And
he says it so fast. He goes, God bless, bird up. And then he like hangs up before you can even say a word because they're like, oh, wait, Coach, one more. Gone. He gone.
Nope.
Once he says the bird up, and he's out of there.
Once it's bird up, he's leaving with the birds up, bro. He's out of here. Y'all have a good one.
Like paid. He sounded like the guys, they know how big of a game this is. They're dialed in. They're bowl eligible, so they're really excited because they get to spend another month together because they're bowl eligible.
They had a rough start to the season, man.
Mm-hmm. He says he's kind of glad that they're going up there because, one, it's cool to go up there and do all that. But he also said He goes, every time they come down here and play us, it's like a damn home game for them because there's a lot of people that come out and represent Army and whatnot. He goes, they travel real well.
It makes perfect sense that all the people in Texas would be hauling out for the Army game. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
it would be pretty cool to go see West Point and all that stuff too. Like you're one of those kids just to see it. You know, like there's a majority of the people in the world ain't never getting inside that campus, man.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Let's do some fun things this morning before we get into the other topics, dude. I am so excited for the games on Thursday.
What up, Blue?
By the way, I need to get my cards out, and I will. I'm gonna try to get it out. Listen. If you need to get your drugs, plan accordingly. All right. Don't be that asshole today that comes in at the last minute. It's bad enough that you're waiting until today to get your damn shit for the weekend. And don't tell me, oh my God, it's too early to fill, but I'm going to be gone all weekend. So I just shut up and tell them what you need. Get in, get out. Let them get it taken care of.
Let me ask you about that. Like, there's a rule that like y'all can't feel, like, especially like narcotic stuff. Like there's a certain day you have to have like 30 days in between that, right? There ain't no, you can't fill it early because people are going out of town and all this stuff.
The rule of thumb is unless the doctor specifies like must last 30 days.
Yeah.
Most places will do 2, will do 3, but like 2 or 3 days early. So if you filled it on day 27 out of 30, you can fill the next one.
I got you.
If people are going out of town, you just have to get the doctor's approval. I mean, I could fill it anyways, but you just get the doctor's approval. So then that way you have the doctor's blessing that you can document on the hard copy saying, patient going out of town, doctor okay to fill this early.
Just covering your ass there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what happens with a lot of people. We're not open. Dude, my favorite ones is like when it lands on, we're not open Sunday, so it lands on Sunday. So that third day is like, the 3 days early lands on Sunday. So I always tell them like, well, okay, we'll fill it Monday for you because you should still have some.
You should be good to go.
Tuesday. Yeah. You should be good to go.
Whatever. They're irate.
No, I need the blah, blah. And they come up with all the damn excuses in the world. Then they make you, I stopped at like, it used to be like, people come in and be like, well, you call my doctor and get that. I'm like, listen, if it's with narcotics and shit like that, if you want it early, you call your damn doc and have them contact me to fill it.
I tell them,
right? I'm not doing it.
The DEA's fault. I'm like, DEA won't let me do it. Sorry.
Now, if they were going to run out on Sunday and be out, then yes, I would offer to call.
That would be different.
To get it taken. Yeah.
Well, then it wouldn't matter because they're going to be out on Sunday. You'd have been able to fill it 3 days before that anyway.
This is true. Well, sometimes if it's like must last, some of the doctors do must last 30 days. So then you got to give them a call and say, hey,
I would straight up look at these people and say, look, there's a DEA law that does not allow me to fill this at a certain point. Whether there is one or not, I would say that, and people usually shut up.
We do say that. Crick. And guess what? You'd be amazed at all the excuses.
That's true, dude. Just when I have to go pick my prescriptions up and stuff, I see all the madness going on in there, and I ain't gonna lie, I think about you every time. I'm sitting there, I'm like, is this what my boy deals with all day, every day?
All freaking day, dude. All day.
That's like,
some of the dumbest shit that people come. Another one last night, someone came in, waited till. I didn't get out. This is the first time in a while I didn't get out of work on time. We didn't get to shut down the pharmacy on time because there was an insurance issue because they waited until like 5 minutes till we closed to come in with a problem that they knew that we were going to have a problem with.
I just said it's your problem until tomorrow morning when I get back here.
Yeah. Well,
I got a family to go home to too, man.
It was for a kiddo. I couldn't say.
If it's for a kid, that's different. That's different. Yeah. I do it for a kid. Some kid needs their.
Not my fault. The parents are dumbass, you know.
Right. It's not the kid's fault. They're dumbasses either.
Yeah.
That's fair. I would do it for that. For a kid, I could let that slide.
Just to clarify, he was talking about the parents being a dumbass. Cricket didn't just call a kid a dumbass.
No. The kid, the kid doesn't take control.
The way you said it kind of sounded like you were calling the kid a dumbass.
Look, the kid may also be a dumbass. I don't know for sure or not. I'm just saying it's not his fault. The prescription got filled lately.
Yeah. It's hate week, fellas. As you know, in Ohio football, it's a religion. We play a team up north, and that game is a lifestyle.
Dude, I'm telling you,
you're playing a Canadian team.
Might as well be. Might as well be. I'm telling you that.
That needs to be clipped. I can't do it to my boy.
I'm telling you, Derp. When I was at the shoe that one time, man, I walked 18 miles looking for Muck Michigan shirts. I still haven't found one. Derp, you find me a Muck Michigan shirt, man. You let me know. I'll send you the dough for it. I need me a Muck Michigan shirt.
A Muck Michigan, huh?
That's the big thing at Ohio State, man. They always have these Muck. We got the Buck Fama shirts down there at Tennessee and stuff like. But Muck Michigan is a big one. I'm telling you, I walked 20 miles looking for damn Muck Michigan shirts that time I went to the Ohio State spring game, and I still have yet to find one. So if anybody can find me one of those, I will pay you for it.
What up, Dom 888? He's in the house this morning. It's too early, man. He's bringing the Holy Spirit with us. I like it though.
That's right. Bring the energy, Dom. Bring the energy, man.
I like that energy.
We love it. God
Patriot
bless.
Says, "Oh my gosh, yes." Patriot says his contest picks: Detroit, Dallas, Denver, New Orleans, Washington. I think I've got half of those for him.
Let's go. Hey, new rule from now on: when they come in here and drop Bible verses, the way we end it, we just got to God bless and bird up. Move on.
God bless bird. You gotta do it with a little something in your voice.
God bless bird up.
God bless and bird up.
I gotta go listen to that guy do it now.
I'll see if I can find it.
I was going to say I haven't listened to a whole lot of UTSA podcasts this year, so I don't think you could have picked a more random team. When you told me that day, I was like, of all the teams you could be listening to podcasts to from Idaho, and that's the one you picked. Well done. Hey, an angle's an angle.
This is how I stumbled upon it. It's the San Antonio. It's 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, and you're thinking, the hell you doing listening to a San Diego's radio show? Or not San Diego, San Antonio Sports Star. And they go, what do you think you're doing to what are you doing? And I'll tell you what I'm doing. My boy AJ Hoffman he used to be at pregame.com. He moved to San Antonio, now works for San Antonio Sports Star. So he's the radio host every morning. Him and Rob Thompson. So that's how I stumbled into it.
Okay, I got you. I knew there had to be a reasoning behind all this. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, let me see.
You can tell Pittsand's known me a long time because he calls me Chris sometimes. He said, Chris, I know you're new to technology, but there's this thing called the internet to find the shirt. It's weird. Search, find, buy. I don't want that kind of satisfaction, Pissant. If you knew the amount of miles I put under these shoes looking for Muck Fishing shirts, I want an official bootleg one that somebody printed off at the damn Kinko's down the road, man. I want to buy it from that one guy on the corner.
God, I want to find the one from what day was it?
Derp said, I see one where it said, make Michigan our Michigan.
It was from Monday's show. I'll have to find it here in a second. Crick, what do you want to do first? I'm going to let you choose. Do you want to do bitch about the college football playoff that released last night, or do you want to do some of these Thanksgiving contest fun picks things?
I'd much rather talk college football. I'd like to get your opinion, man. Y'all know my opinion. Y'all have heard me sit and talk for 4 damn hours now at this point by myself about all this stuff all week long. So y'all pretty much know how I feel at this point.
Really?
Some of it. I mean, like I said, we can look at it.
Okay. Oh, we got to do this too. There was breaking news last night, which I was shocked by this. Blake Snell signed with the Dodgers for a 5-year, $182 million. The Dodgers just rich get richer, baby.
Stupid. Baseball.
Also, I think this one's going to bite them in the ass though, because Snell did not look all that great this year. But then again, the reason why Snell didn't look this great is because he didn't do a preseason.
He did set the record for most strikeouts in like a 3-game span, or was had one less than the all-time record. He had like 30
that game where he pitched.
He had one with like 14 strikeouts, and he came out the next one had like a no-hitter. And
yeah, I'm saying, but that game it wasn't it? It was San Francisco. Anyways, it was that game where he had 12 strikeouts, and the other guy had 11. Remember that guy hit that parlay?
Oh yeah, that crazy game. Big one. Yeah.
That's
right. And then the next game he came out and threw the no-hitter, and he had because he came out the first pitcher ever to have back-to-back, follow a game with double-digit strikeouts up with a no-hitter or something in the playoffs.
I mean, the Dodgers aren't really too worried about it. They just need him to be decent because, I mean, they got such a...
I just think this is bullshit. This is why I don't care for baseball, dude, because you said you're going to play 162 games a year. Everybody's going to play all that, and we're still going to get the top 4 teams, 3 of them are going to have the highest payrolls in baseball. And the one team that doesn't...
I love it, dude. If you get listen, if you want to spend all that money,
some of them can't
pay the price for it, man. Pay the price. Let's do it.
A lot of these teams don't have the money that LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees got, man. Put a salary cap on that damn thing.
Well, then be better. Get more money.
get more, but you just can't help it. They just got more people there.
They can start betting on their
Kansas
teams.
City
They can do
can't
all that stuff,
compete with LA and New York because there's simply not enough damn people there.
I'm just saying, man, be better. All
That's
right.
fair. Whatever. Like I said, it's baseball. It's not even close to baseball.
I like it though because then we get the David versus Goliath stories, and more times than not, there's these super teams. I mean, it didn't work out this year, but more times than not, you get the little guy knocking off the big dude, and then it's sweeter.
That's why we were rooting for the Guardians and the Tigers so hard.
Patriots talking baseball on Turkey Day Eve. Sorry, Patriot. I mean, it was breaking news last night, man. I had to bring it.
It always pisses me off.
By the way, I heard a crazy stat, dude, and I forgot to tell you about this yesterday. I heard a crazy stat. So obviously the Cowboys won on Sunday. Never a doubt. We always knew they could do it.
Never a doubt.
Do you know when the last time they won a game was?
Cowboys?
Yeah, before that.
Huh.
There were still 8 teams left in the MLB playoffs. It had been that long, dude.
God, we ain't even got to the championship series yet.
8 teams left.
Cowboys haven't won a football game since the divisional round of the MLB playoffs.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I heard that and I was like, no way, dude.
Patriots Rangers almost had a win since the Cowboys did.
Yeah. I won't even tell you the last time the Cowboys had a home win.
2004.
Been a while. This is what I don't get, Crick. This is what I don't get. And I understand your argument about let's see if I can find the rankings.
Before we even start talking about this, let's be very clear right now. The way y'all look at that bracket right now, it ain't gonna look nothing like that.
No, it ain't. It ain't. But
those are not the matchups you're gonna get.
So this is what I don't get. And you make the argument about let's get the best 12 teams in there. Perfect. Love it. This is what I have a problem with this. You've got and they're not gonna the committee's never gonna have the stones to do this, but they should. They have Arizona State 16 in their rankings, yet they have them 12 in the bracket here because they're going to be they're projecting them to be the Big 12 champ, right? By the way, there's a scenario where you can have like a 9-way tie for the Big 12 title.
I told you down to I haven't even tried to look at those tiebreakers. Normally, I like to do that this time of year. I like to get in there.
Oh, it's insane.
See all of it. I haven't even tried to look at that one. I'll let y'all know who's playing in the Big 12 championship on Sunday morning.
I don't think they have a Big 12 championship. I think it goes based off their best record.
No, they have a championship game.
We'll have to see.
They have a champion. Everybody that has at least
we'll see.
You have to have at least.
I know. I'm messing with you.
12 teams. They used to. That's a rule though. That's why all these like the Pac-10 went to the Pac-12 and the Big 10 went to 12 more teams because you had to have at least 12 teams to even have.
But here's the thing. Let's say that this is their rankings, right? Let's say this was the final rankings. How the hell? I understand that they won their title and whatnot, but there's got to be a time where you sit down as a committee and look and be like, listen, that's cool. Congratulations, you won the Big 12. The Big 12 is hot garbage this year. You guys all stink. You're not getting in. Plus, we're doing you a favor. Go play in a bigger bowl. Give them a New Year's Six bowl or something as a thank you. Congratulations.
Well, you can't do that because all the New Year's Six bowls are the quarterfinals.
Well, you know what I mean. Give them a big name bowl, right? That they're going to get paid handsomely. Okay, to go get their ass beat.
Here's the thing: the Big 12 will probably have the best overall bowl record of all the conferences. They'll probably have the best. They'll probably finish above 500 and things like that because
they've got 9 teams with 6 wins.
I'm saying the conference top to bottom is solid. There is no great team in that entire conference. Whatever team gets in from that conference will lose the first game they play, no doubt.
But I'm sorry. It's like Arizona State. They're going to leapfrog South Carolina, fine. Ole Miss, fine. Alabama and Clemson, and I understand Alabama and Clemson, 3 losses or what? Or Alabama has 3 losses. Was Clemson 2 or 3?
They got 2.
2. I get it, but it's like those teams are clearly better than Arizona State. Kick them out.
That's me. I sit there and I see those things, and I'm like, this format. I already have a big time problem with this format, man. Because
I want a new rule too. I want a new rule.
Tell me.
let's say this is how the bracket shook up and played out. Okay. I'm going to get into something else that I disagree with it. But new rule that they should add into this playoff. If in this first round you've got 2 games where it's from the same conference, you automatically switch it up. Meaning, let's not see the SEC, not in the first round. So if you got an SEC right here versus SEC and a Big Ten versus a Big Ten, flip it.
Put
SEC. No, you know what I mean? Make sure we don't get
that.
Who wants to see the same conference? We don't. We've already seen it.
Like Tennessee, Georgia, you've already seen those. And like the committee will tell you, they don't take that into account. They don't care if it pairs up a rematch or whatever.
But they should. They should do it like this. But then there should be a rule like, okay, now we flip these 2 because
like it.
If they win and they advance and they meet each other, great. Then we can see that game again. But I think it's more interesting that way.
I like it, man. If Patriots is a tourney, not a beauty contest. You're right. It's a tourney that should have the best 12 teams in it. There ain't no reason Boise State should ever be there. I think what they should do is make that. Let's add a little extra round to it, man, and we'll make the top 2 group of 5 teams play each other to see who gets in. I would love to see Boise State and Tulane play. That would be a good football game. And the winner gets to play.
See, I'm not even too mad about that. It's like whatever. Okay, I mean that was a rule.
That team should never get a bye. Never.
Boise State?
Yeah, they should never get a bye. Ever.
Well,
neither should Miami. Neither should the winner of the ACC. They should not be the top 4 conference champions. It should be the top 4 seeds.
I will say the problem with that is it does give whoever it's almost better to be the 5 seed because you're probably going to be a really good school from the best conference, like or one of the best conferences that year, right? Like the Big Ten's having a pretty damn good year, right? So like Ohio State gets the benefit because they get a cupcake in the first round. Yes, you do have to play another game, but you get a cupcake in the first round, then you get a cupcake in the second round. You basically get a walk into the semis.
That's what I'm saying. The 5 seed should not have a better advantage than the damn 2 seed.
Yeah.
It's like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But Ohio State also should not be having Oregon, Ohio State, either one. Doesn't matter who loses the Big Ten championship game. Neither one of those teams should have to play in the first round due to their overall body of work. And especially if Oregon loses to Ohio State and they both sitting there at 11-1 or 12-1 and their only losses to each other in close games, why the hell should one of those teams have to play an extra game?
I have other problem with the rankings here too. And this is where you've got to just not go based off of record. You just got to go based off of common sense. We watched Georgia go into Texas and dog walk them. All right. Beat the brakes off of Texas. There is no way Texas should be ranked above Georgia. I'm sorry. I know Georgia has 2 losses. Big freaking deal. And Texas has 1. We've seen it though. Like when it's that odd, when they can't, it's not like if it was a close game, okay, you know, whatever. But they came into your house and slapped you around. You don't deserve to be ranked above them until you play them again and beat them.
I agree, dude. I agree. I was showing you all this yesterday on Public Break. Here's what I think that it's going to wind up looking like, man. That's what I think.
You think Ohio State is going to be Oregon?
I do. I do think Ohio State
happens. If that happens, I'm betting Oregon to win the title.
That wouldn't be a bad bet. I'm about to bet Tennessee.
I'm going to bet the 5 seed because you're going to get a walk into the.
I like that. I like that. Whoever it may be, the 5 seed, because you might find a head spot if you go ahead and bet them early. Now,
would you be nervous betting on Oregon against Clemson?
Do what now?
Like if you had to bet Oregon Clemson, who you taking?
Oregon. I mean, Clemson would have to go across the country, and I think Oregon's a better team.
Yeah.
More complete team. So, I mean, even if it was played at Clemson, I would still take Oregon.
You know the other benefit of this, too, of getting the 5 seed there? Look at that. So everyone's taking about a month off, right? And that was the big deal with like the college football playoffs is obviously it's a little bit better now because we have more rounds. So you got to start earlier, but it's like you got all these teams that take 5 weeks off, and then it's like we see the slow starts and stuff like it's a common thing in the bowl games. Here, you're the 5 seed. Yeah, you have to play an extra game, but your extra game's against what should be a cupcake. Not like a cupcake, but like one you should handle, right? You get it home. So you get a game to get things going again, right? You get the rhythm back, and then you get to do it again. Now, is this a home game in Boise State then?
No, that the quarterfinal games there are going to be like the Peach Bowl, the Cotton Bowl.
Okay.
Or actually, the Orange Bowl and the Cotton Bowl are the semifinals. The other 4 would be the quarterfinal games, and then the national championship's its own thing.
Okay. So then you get a neutral site, you get another cupcake, and then it really starts. So you get 2 weeks of like preseason again as the 5 seed.
And I don't know how they're going to do this. They have these set already, but I would say like you would want geographic location. So Oregon and Boise State probably play in like the Fiesta Bowl out in Arizona. And Oregon's going to travel well. That's where they played last year too. They're going to travel well to that spot. And people are going to ask like, why do you have Arizona State ahead of Clemson right here? I think that if Arizona State, whoever wins that Big 12, they're going to pick up another big resume win along the way that would maybe boost them over the committee, because they'll say, hey, they had to play an extra game against a good team. They beat them. Because Clemson, unless Miami loses, Clemson's going to be sitting around watching on championship weekend. So I just think Arizona, that's why I have Arizona State at 11 and Clemson at 12, because I think they have another chance to improve their resume.
So you're saying if Arizona State wins this weekend, they're going to move up to maybe that?
No, this weekend they play Arizona. I don't think you would move much on that. But once the next weekend.
No, I'm just saying like because they get a win, there's a chance for chaos for other teams. They could potentially move up to like from 16 to 14, right? Like nothing huge, but
I'm even saying like next, like the only spot they could really, I think Clemson's in at 12 right now. And if Arizona State, this weekend don't really matter because you're playing Arizona, you're supposed to win anyway. But next weekend, they're going to play another top 25 opponent in the Big 12 championship game. And if you win that one, that would allow your resume to boost some.
That's right.
There we go.
That's right. We might host that one.
We
might make our own Game On Bowl and do it up here in northern Idaho. How about that? Huh?
I'm rooting really hard now that I'm looking at all this. I'm like, I hope they send Bama to play the Cougs.
I do too. I'll freaking beat the break. We'll see who the real Crimson team is. We'll beat the brakes off of you.
Yeah, I don't even know how.
I want the Cougar. I want BYU because I want to see who the big cat is. We're going to settle this right now. Who's the real Cougar?
I don't know if I would want Alabama to just beat the brakes off of you so I could talk shit to you, or the other way around so I could talk shit to all these idiot Alabama fans around here.
You want to be on my side when it comes to the shit talking. It'd be so much more fun to talk shit to the
it's
Alabama
always
fans.
Fun to talk shit to Alabama fans.
That's what I'm saying. So why you would have to be the biggest Cougar fan that weekend other than me?
I would be. I'll pull for you. I've decided I'm pulling for you whoever you play, man. Unless it's my balls. I don't think that's going to happen, but unless it's my balls, I'm pulling for you whoever you play.
All right. Deal.
All right. You pull the legit one.
We're gonna beat the brakes off of them. That's what I'm talking about.
I wanted Steps to come in yesterday so I could ask him about this right here, because I do think it's a very real possibility that my Vols and his Irish get matched up in that first round, man.
That'd be a good one.
That would be a good one. I think that'd be a good football game. So
you want to be on the other side of the bracket is where you want to be, Crick. If you're a Vols fan, you don't want to be in that spot, because I'm not saying you're going to play Georgia there, but you're probably going to play a pretty decent team. You got a puncher's chance of winning that one. But then you got to go play the number one, whether it's Oregon or Ohio State, and that's not where you want to be. You don't want to play them in the quarters. You want to play them in the semis or in the title game.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously you want to get the lowest ranked seed possible. But at this point, I'm like, play the games. I don't care. I don't care who it is. I want it in. All I wanted was in. You get in, you got a shot. Beat who's in front of you. Good morning, Mike. And good morning, username.
I gotta tell you about something.
Tell me about it, man. We pausing for positive?
Not right now. We got another Rumble company that we're going to talk about.
Let's go.
Let it rumble, tumble, and bumble, baby. We're going to talk about Be Naked. I got mine right here. I got to take mine this morning, dude. I've been taking these. These are great. I take the Sleep Naked every night. It's been great. Let's just say it's been a good night every time I decide to take one of those, but they're great. But let me tell you about Be Naked. In today's society, it's tough to be a man in a world dominated by overly masculine liberal women. That's just not how it's meant to be. Everywhere we look is gender neutral, this product, or made for her, that product. That's why we started a company that embodies the ethos of men's life matter too. The product with products that aren't designed to be gender neutral or used by people with pronouns. Our products at Rumble are designed and built for men by men, period. So if you struggle with low energy mood swings or hair loss, or if you need to perform better at the gym, maybe even in bed, and recover quicker after, throw out all your other garbage supplements and try animal organs. They're traditionally the most nutrient-rich supplements on the planet, but our bison organs are a step above. The grass-fed, non-vaccinated bison are a species where the weak are allowed to die and only the strong survive. So here's our commitment to you. From men who have real confidence in their product, try this product today, and if you don't like it, fine, return it for a refund. Go to BeNaked.com. That's BeNaked.com. You can scan the QR code, click the link, or just go straight to BeNaked.com. Use the promo code STUDIO, STUDIO, and get 15% off your order today. I got mine. Look at these. I got my animal organs right here. There they are. All right. Huh?
That's right.
I got to take my daily dose. I've been taking these, man. I've been walking around this week just, I got a little something. I walk into the house to look over the wife, and she knows. She knows
about them organs.
There's something different about you today. That's right. I took my bison organs. So here they all are right there. Look at that.
Down the hatch, man. She jealous because you take all them pills at the same time. She can't even do that.
She can't. Nope, she can't. She sure can't. Yep. And then I've been doing my sleep naked too, man. I've been feeling good.
That's right.
Right before Thanksgiving. Look at that. Oh yeah. You can get yours too over at BeNaked.com. Use the promo code STUDIO. Get yourself 15% off your order today.
Booyah.
Booyah, baby.
What up, Nate?
Booyah.
How you doing, man? He said, unsure if Conor did it. He is a wild card. That's a fact, sir. Let's talk about that a little bit. So we got the
We do got to talk about that. We
before
do
our guest comes on in, man.
Yeah, give me a second to get this.
That's right, Patriot. Hit that like button, man. It is the most pro thing to do.
The most pro. Yeah, this is, by the way, those of you new, welcome in. Let me play a little something for you, okay? Because this is the most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. Just to let you know. All right, we professionals around here, so we have a big fan of the show, and she wants to give you a little golf tip.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away.
Bombs 8 way. What are you looking at there?
Bombs. Oh, by the way, dude, we might get a snow game this on Sunday Night Football.
Who's even playing, man?
San Francisco, Buffalo.
Okay,
in Buffalo.
Like there's not other stuff going on. What's up? Okay, Real Steve the Beast. What's up, Real?
What up, Real Steve the Beast? Where's it at?
I ain't thinking about any damn Sunday night football game up in Buffalo right now. There's way more important shit going on than that.
What?
You're an NFL
snow
guy,
game,
man.
Crick. We just had a great snow game the other Thursday night. I mean,
I know for sure what I'm not going to get is Jameis. So there's no way it could be as good as it was the other night.
Man, you're such
Did you see that thing I tagged you in yesterday with Jameis?
Yeah.
Legend grows. He stole home in the high school All-American baseball game with Carlos Correa at bat.
Is there anything this man can't do?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He probably ate crab legs when he walked back in the dugout that day.
You think he's eaten crab legs since that thing broke?
I bet
I'm getting in trouble.
He probably keeps them in his house all the time. They just once a week they're delivering a load of crab legs to his house, man. Like a big load of crab legs. We're talking like a truck full, not just like one order.
He's just got all the butter everywhere,
all over,
everywhere,
licking it
just
off. That's what he's licking off his fingers on the W's is the butter from the crab legs.
Ain't that the truth? All right, here we go. Well, Conor McGregor's back in the news. As we know, he just lost his lawsuit there over in Ireland. Jury did find him guilty of sexual assault, and he's appealing that process. But things are getting much, much worse for him because of that lawsuit. Conor McGregor is no longer the face of Proper 12, which is absolutely insane. The company has decided to move on from him. They're pulling the product from major retailers, and the owners have cut ties with them. That's not the only one. We're seeing more and more companies starting to cut ties with Conor McGregor. This is not going good for him, man. This is not. Now, listen. Jury found him guilty. Okay, whatever. I don't know how they do their legal system over there in Ireland or whatnot, but they found him guilty, so he was found liable. And this is a civil case, not a criminal, civil case. So he has to pay her like $250,000 or something like that. Yeah, but he's appealing it, and that's his right. Let him go through the whole process. I just always feel like it's tough to understand. Like, the Me Too movement has ruined it for me, at least. I'm not going to speak for you or anyone else. Ruined it for me to just. That's right. The Me Too movement has ruined it for me to like believe these women on these things. I mean, the guy, he's an easy target, right? He cheated on his spouse, or the mother of, I should say at the time, the mother of his children, right? And who was pregnant, by the way, who was pregnant with their, I think, their second child. And so he apologized for that. He actually said over here,
my bad, y'all.
Let me pull this up. He says, I should have never stepped out on the woman I love most in the world. As much as I regret it, everything that happened that night was consensual, and all the witnesses swore to that under oath. So that's what he claims. He claims, yes, I did have sexual relations with that woman, but it was consensual. All right. She says it wasn't. Now it's like, well, here we go. And he's, he's at the time when he did this, and he was back in 2018, and he was like one of the most famous people on the planet. Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, judge him all you want for cheating on his spouse. That's fine. He deserves that. But
that's not a crime, though.
No, he's a superstar and whatnot. It happens. I think no one's shocked when these athletes cheat on their spouses. Not saying it's a good thing, but I don't think anyone's
right. We don't support
it,
but it happens. Man, these guys are all over the world, different cities every night. They've got the keys to the kingdom and things like that. These things happen. That's not a crime. It's not against the law anywhere in the world to cheat on your damn spouse. Not anywhere I'm going.
Yeah. But so I mean, we're starting to see. So because of this, it's crazy though. It's crazy because of this lawsuit. You got all these companies. I get why the companies have to cut ties with them. I'm shocked by the Proper 12 stuff. It ain't that good. Whiskey sucks anyway, so it's whatever.
It's probably terrible anyway. Only reason
but now we're seeing all this. I mean, he hasn't fought in a while, so he hasn't made money off of like fighting or anything like that. He's been making money off of all of his businesses and sponsorships and whatnot. Now that the money's drying up there, Crick, I think we actually might finally get Conor back in the octagon. I know a lot of people don't care.
He's gonna be broke.
I don't think he's gonna be broke, but I mean, man, what's the easiest way to brush all this stuff under the rug, right?
Go punch.
He can go out there and say all this stuff. Well, not that, but he can go out there, say all these things. I didn't do it. We're gonna appeal. It was consensual. All that. Okay, cool. How do you get everyone to stop talking about this and stop talking about all these companies pulling stuff from you, whatever? You got the money drying up. You got people hating on you. Easiest way is to say, hey, I'm fighting and here's the day, right? I'm going to go train. I'm fighting. Here's the day. Then you go out there and fight. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. Everyone's going to be focused on the fight and not about all this other shit. And you're going to make some money, right?
100%. Give them something else to watch, bro. What's up, Stick Man? How you doing?
It doesn't matter if you like him or not. Everyone wants to tune in and watch him fight. There's more people want to watch him lose.
But I've got a question. I need you to help me to understand this, because this is all decided in a civil case. And in the civil case, I've seen in the wording that they said that he viciously raped and battered this woman. Okay, that's what their words, not mine. By the way,
don't use the R word again, please.
It's what they. It's literally it's quote unquote.
I know.
What they said.
I'm just saying the internet doesn't like it.
Well, I'm sorry, internet, that you're so fucking soft.
Or YouTube, I should say YouTube doesn't like it.
What the fucking word is? It's what it's written into fucking law. I'm sorry that we can't say that stupid shit. But anyway, that's what the shit said. And I would think
that's if somebody on Rumble, by the way.
If somebody viciously R-worded somebody and battered them, then should there not be some criminal charges coming? Because anywhere else in the world, you get put in prison for fucking life on that, not fined $257,000. So if you had any kind of real evidence at all on this, why is this man not having criminal charges thrown at him?
Once again, legal system's over. I believe this happened in the U.S., but this was his court case was over in Ireland. So he was cleared here.
How does that work? If you did the crime in the U.S., how do you get to go to court in Ireland?
Civil case. I don't know. Maybe it didn't happen in the U.S. Maybe it happened in Ireland. I don't know, Crick. All I know is he said that they did engage in sexual relations and it was consensual. She says she did too, and then she had regrets about it and he got too rough.
That's not your fault. We've all got shit we've done that we ain't proud of.
But she said she told him no beforehand.
Huh?
She said she told him no beforehand. I don't know. Like I said, it's tough to.
I would almost think he was more guilty of something like this. I feel like in this one, he's probably telling the truth. She did just get embarrassed and didn't want to show her face anymore. But I feel like this one, because if he was guilty, wouldn't you just go ahead and be like I said, they made him pay $257,000. Wouldn't you just be like, hey, here's $500,000, shut up, like before any of this comes out? But then it makes you look guilty. So I feel like the man was guilty. He had already paid her and we never heard about all this.
Well, the most important thing to him is that he gets his spouse back on his side. And I believe they're married now. And she's forgiven him, and that's between them, and good for them because
that's their business.
I'm rooting for them because they got kids, right? You do it for the kids.
You
right?
want the kids to be all right,
and I want them to actually really be happy and be together. She was there for him from day one. Like she was with him when he was out there training, and before he even got to before he even won anything. When he decided, hey, I'm going to start fighting. When they had nothing, she was there for him. So I'm rooting for them here. She made some statements though. This is great.
Oh, what she said?
She's going after that gal. She goes, imagine a woman with her own boyfriend and child texting provocative pictures of herself to another woman's man with a family and a child on the way. This woman claims to know me, yet still went ahead and sent messages and pictures of herself over and over to my man. Really? Whilst out on a 3-day bender, texting excuses to her own child at home. Where's mommy? Is on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night into Monday morning, all the while out of her face in a hotel room. This doesn't make any sense, but all the while out of her face in a hotel room, dancing around the hotel car park. What sort of woman are you? My sons will be warned. Women like you exist in the world. I look forward to the day the world will see the footage of you on that night and the carry on of you. Not a bother on you having the time of your life. This is the real evidence. Video footage no one knew was being taken in the moment, which you miraculously don't remember. To me, it looks like you're the one SAing in the in the lift. To me, it's looks like everyone is trying to get away from you. Damn,
you can't even say SA.
They don't like it.
That's fine. A lot of people don't like shit. I don't give a damn. I mean, I understand what
advertisers don't like it, Crick. That's what they care about.
But it's like
I know.
We're reading an article. How are you supposed to give the information if you can't say the facts?
Crick, that's why everyone needs to go over to Rumble and sign up for Rumble Premium and support people over there. How about that?
How about that? I agree. Support Rumble.
Here's what she said. Conor and I dealt with these issues privately many years ago, as should be done in a relationship, and we have come together stronger than ever, which is good. Good for them. We have 4 beautiful children now whose smiling faces and happy hearts are a testament to who he is and who we are. They without sin cast the first stone.
God bless him, bird up.
God bless him, bird up. No, but I'm happy for them. Happy for them, figure it out. But I'm sure he'll figure out the legal case. I'm just saying, I think this means we're getting Conor McGregor back in the octagon because he keeps delaying this shit, right? But I mean, you got a lot of stuff going on in your life, and I get it and whatnot, and it's kind of a big deal when you go.
Well, also, don't be a piece of shit.
Well, that too. But I think that means we get Conor here soon, man.
Oh,
I think that means we get
cool. Watch him get knocked out again.
Yeah, that's fun.
It is fun. I love seeing that. That's great.
What I'm saying. It's going to be fun.
Here's the thing. This whole story, we're all talking about it, and all these people pieces of shit. Her, him, all of them. Hell with it.
I had something else to add to the end of this. What was I going to add about Conor here? I forget. Either way. So, he's going to deal with his civil case. He gets to appeal it. He gets to do all that stuff. Good luck. But sponsorships are pulling for Conor. It's getting tough. I don't know who he's going to fight or if he's going to fight, but I would bet that he fights before June. Before June. All right. Or maybe we'll do International Fight Week. I'll give him, but I think he's fighting before then. I think he'd be fighting.
When the hell is International Fight Week?
It's usually it's right around 4th of July. It's either right before or right after. Sometimes it lands on it, I think. I can't remember. I think last year it was the last week of June. But
what is Ireland's Independence Day or something? That's when Canelo always fights on Cinco de Mayo. Maybe Conor will fight on Ireland's Independence Day.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I don't give a shit.
It's kind of crazy though. There was all this evidence and stuff like that, and it sounds like they weren't able to present some of it. I don't know. Court.
That's what I'm saying. If you had
legal stuff is just confusing in court, anyways, whether the judge allows it or not. And plus, now this is over in Ireland. Who knows how the hell they do things over there, right?
Shit's stupid. If you had all this evidence, the man would be going to prison.
Yeah.
Period.
But this is what I was going to say. Nice little lesson here. Keep, as Viva likes to say, keep your schmeckle in your pants. Okay. Keep your ding ding in your pants. All right. Don't go cheat on your spouse because nothing good comes from it. Especially if you're a famous person. If you're famous, you got all this money, it might seem great and very tempting. Don't do it.
No matter
It's
how
not
pretty
worth
she
the
is, bro.
headache. It ain't worth the headache.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Just go get you some Be Naked and go hang out with your wife that night. You know what I mean?
100%, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let us know what you think about this in the comments below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you on the next video. Boom. Gonna clip that bad boy out.
He's a piece of shit. Whiskey sucks.
But that should say something, though, that you think he's a piece of shit. But like you said, your judgment.
thought he was
you
a
don't
piece of
know,
shit.
but you
Let
Go
me
ahead.
be clear. I thought Conor McGregor was a piece of shit long before I heard any of this nonsense. It didn't take this for me to determine Conor McGregor's a piece of shit.
No, but the fact that you think he's a piece of shit, but yet you're like, I probably believe him on this.
That's the thing. I'm just like, I also think she's probably a piece of shit too.
Who, the gal accusing him?
Yeah, I'm just saying. You found yourself.
You're gonna say his wife. I'm like, well,
nobody held a gun to your head. Nobody held a gun to your head, made you funnel Grey Goose down your throat all night and cocaine and everything else, and go up and act a damn fool in some hotel suite overnight. Nobody made you do that. Nobody held a gun to your head and made you do that.
I wish someone would.
You got embarrassed.
Sounds like a fun night.
Sounds like a party. I'm just saying. But nobody made you do that. You get mad, you get embarrassed, and you get made look like a damn fool because you can't control yourself. And then you want to come out here and you want to pout and cry and act like you're the victim. Bullshit.
Isn't it also crazy she only got $250,000?
That's what I'm saying. Why would he not just throw $500,000 and say, shut the fuck up?
I don't know. This is what I was saying.
never
Look
hear
at
about
Sunday. Sunday, we get wins. It's going to be about
under
high of 33, but it's a night game. So you know it's going to be chilly as hell.
What is the total of this thing? Probably about 33. Total the same as the temperature?
That's a good question. Let me pull that up real quick.
Because I feel like we're going to get some wind and some precip in this thing, man.
I have a weird feeling San Francisco is going to find a way to win this game. So it comes down to, if San Francisco's got a chance to win the division, obviously they're going to need some of the other teams like Seattle and Arizona to slip up, which they could. But they can't get to 9 wins because they don't have the tiebreakers, I think, or won't have the tiebreakers to win the division if they land on 9 wins. But if they get to 10 wins, they've got a shot that the other teams can't get to 10 wins. And for San Francisco to get to 10 wins, they've either got to beat Buffalo or they've got to beat Detroit. They get Detroit at home, though.
They're probably going to wind up beating them both now just because they've looked so bad.
Probably. Purdy should be back, but if not, you're going to get old small hands Brandon Allen. The total is 44.5, so people aren't scared of this yet.
That's what I'm saying. It kind of makes me think it's going to go over with it being that high. It shouldn't be that high with the weather like this.
Raiders preparing to start Aiden O'Connell for Friday's game.
Oh, the Chief Killer. He doesn't even have to complete passes to beat him, bro.
Yeah.
He threw for less than 100 yards to beat him last year.
Dude, I know we're going to get into that and a lot of it tomorrow, but I love the Chiefs in this spot. I do. This one, I want to talk about this story. We won't get it today because I want to clip it out. Maybe we can do it tomorrow or another time. But I just saw this, and we'll get in more details about it because I haven't read up on it. I just read the headline. But, man, this sucks. I hate seeing these kind of stories. Baker Mayfield has filed a lawsuit against his father's company for close to $12 million in damages.
Too, bro.
I hate when it's family,
right?
Money divides family, breaks them up. I mean, I don't know him in real life, but everything we've seen publicly from Baker, he's a good dude. He bought that equipment for the schools that we're talking about the other day, right?
Yeah. Baker's showing a lot of maturity,
he seems genuine. He seems nice. He always, goes and signs things for kids. But now he could be a piece of shit when the camera's off. But I'm just saying, for everything we've seen,
I don't think so. I think he used to be.
Well, yeah, he was just a young.
He got humbled a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's matured a lot. He's allowed, man. Everybody's a piece. Somewhat of a piece of shit when you're young, but it's because you feel entitled. You're like you own, especially the spot like he was in,
But is there anything worse? So the lawsuit alleges that Mayfield's father's company stole millions from the quarterback and his wife and failed to pay any of it back. Now this is the thing. It sucks when people steal money from you, right? It sucks, but when it's family, when it's your own dad, I couldn't imagine. Now it says his father's company. Listen, if your father owns the company and this happened and your father didn't correct it or find a way to remedy it and correct it, then it's on it.
That's what I'm saying. There's something weird. Anytime you see this stuff like that, I'm like, why do we even have to know about this stuff, man? Why didn't y'all handle this at Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I hate seeing these stories too, man. You see it a lot. You see it a lot with these young kind of off topic, like child stars and stuff, where their parents are in charge of their money until they get 18 or whatever. And then there's always somebody coming out suing their parents and they stole a bunch of money from them and all this stuff. And that's always a bad deal, man.
Yeah.
We just thought Baker had it going on, man.
Yep. I'm trying to
tell you, with all the
find
things he got going on, that would be a tough pill for me to swallow, man. Like you said, like my dad, my best friend, man, that would be a tough pill for me to swallow.
That's
bro.
what I'm saying, man. It's just shitty all around.
Yeah, that would not be, because I don't know that you ever get that trust back.
Nope.
No matter how many times you apologize, man.
God, I don't know at what point that they talk to coach.
You did what now?
I'm trying to find this thing.
On Baker?
No.
Oh, you're looking for UTSA. You're looking for God Bless and Bird Up.
I want the one from this week. I could go find another one, but I want the one from this week. You know what I'm going to do?
Maybe we'll make an outro video and we'll end it with God Bless and Bird Up.
Yes.
Love that.
Let's see.
Hey, while you're feeling that, or before he gets in here, man, my best bet and highlight came through last night, bro.
It did.
Cabrera won the first set against
We
Bueno.
need to talk about that real quick, because I've seen a lot of these influencers or people, you know, that I mean, it's great that they're pushing highline stuff. There was a bet that everyone was giving out on the internet, and I tried warning everyone, but like everyone had the same pick, and they were posting their DraftKings slips, and it felt like it was coordinated. Maybe it's not. Maybe they just thought they had an angle or whatnot, but it was a very.
Did it hit?
They clearly don't know highlight. Is what I'm trying to get at. Now, I'm not saying that everyone gets a bet wrong or whatnot, but they were all pushing the same side, and they were on Jedden and his partner versus Rock and Bueno. And I'm like, everyone's like, oh yeah, we got this. This is lock. I'm on this big highlight.
They were on Jedden?
Blah blah blah. They were on Jedden and
they didn't know Bueno and Rock hadn't lost a match together all year long.
Yeah, and Bueno, that's what I said. Bueno and Rock have been playing really well. There's a reason why this line is
they're
close.
undefeated, never lost.
Yeah, and they're just like, no, we love this big blah 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 blah.
Good, love it. Book.
Did you see the results of that one? They whooped that ass.
Yep. It
was like 6-1 and 6-2, or no, 6-0 and 6-2.
What day
Something
was
like
it? Yesterday was the 26th. Yeah, 6-0, 6-3 against Jedden and Cabrera. That's what I'm saying. Bueno and Rock, don't ever bet against Bueno and Rock. Ever. I'm not saying they're going to go undefeated for the rest of forever, but they're going to win more than they lose. I promise you.
Yeah. Can you hear this if I play this?
Things and like, what are some of the things you tell your players who
hear it? Okay, so he's talking to coach here. Let's get to this.
Cat Dog, what's up, man?
What up, Cat Dog? Oh, he's dropping him. He's dropping him.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your
weekend
right
at Army,
arm
Coach.
and lay your left arm
Yeah, I
on
hate
top
it.
of that mommy milker. Bombs away.
Bombs away. Listen to this.
Go ahead.
What?
It started playing like in the middle of
Giving
page right there. I thought
and best of luck this weekend at Army, Coach.
Yeah, I hate it. Y'all never got to see our team. I mean, we never, ever one time got our 22 on the field together. Not one time the entire season.
Listen.
And I still think this was a 9 or 10 win football team. And we just didn't get it done. But I'm really happy how we rallied and appreciate you guys hanging there with us. God bless and birds up.
How do you feel?
God bless him.
Birds get that question in. He's like, God bless birds up. I'm out.
Let's go. Love that guy. I'm
Look at
betting Roadrunners this weekend. We got our guest here, man. Let's talk to him.
We do got our guest here. Let's bring him on in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what's up, Cat Dog? We got hold on. I'm just getting everything lined up. Good morning, sir. How we doing?
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
Shoot, man, just living the dream. We've been talking about you. I was watching you play last Friday night, man. You out there, you're a stud, bro.
Thank you.
I love watching y'all play, man. I know y'all have had a lot of injuries and stuff early on, but y'all are starting to get right in this thing. We want to know how you got into this. I got a feeling you played a lot of sports growing up, man. I told my girlfriend the other night, I was like, this is the guy I'd pick up on the church softball team, man. I'm picking him in the park for the hoops. Let's go, man. You play all of them. Man, how'd you get into highlight, bro?
Oh man, yeah, I make it happen. I have a long history playing sports. I started when I was 5 years old playing baseball.
It was funny actually. I was telling my mom when I at that age, I was like, "Hey, mom, I want to go play basketball," and I wasn't old enough to play basketball. I didn't have anybody for my age, so started off with baseball, and then growing up just for fun, playing football, basketball, baseball, and then by the time I got to high school, was started running track. Baseball ended, so I was like playing sports year round, and then going through, won a state championship in high school, and figured out how to get a scholarship to run track in college, and just made it happen. So I've been doing sports for a while.
Okay, well, where'd you go to college, man?
University of Miami, the U, baby.
You went to the U too. Okay.
Yeah.
So running track down there with all them boys, man. Y'all fly down there, bro.
Yeah, we make it happen. My specialty was hurdles. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I did the 300 hurdles in high school, and those sucked.
Oh my God! Yeah, hurdles? Yeah, I did the one. Oh wow, that's amazing.
Oh, go ahead.
What? No, it was what kind of times did you have? Do you remember? Or?
I don't know. I only did track to get ready for football, or to help with football season. I wasn't any like the best at anything, but I just remember because I sucked at the high jump. But it was my favorite thing to do, so I would just do it for the hell of it. But then you go like by the time it starts getting up there, then I'd have to go run my 300 hurdles. And I remember after running the 300 hurdles, your legs are jello. You can't jump after that.
Yeah, it's rough.
Bradley, I got a feeling your times on the 300 hurdles probably a lot better than Will's were, man.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
It's all every time you meet somebody run track, just ask them about the times. It's what you do. So
right, fair enough.
Yeah. Mine wasn't nothing to brag about.
I know you guys started off the season a little rough and everything. You had some guys banged up, but y'all seem to be getting right, man. Y'all playing much better. Looks like you got some more chemistry with your pairings and things like that. Tell us a little bit about the season, how it's gone so far, and what you expect going forward, man.
Yeah, the season definitely started off really rough. Being on the Devils, they were one of the new expansion teams, so I know from like the last season they were trying to figure things out. We have one new guy on the roster, Alex, coming over from Spain, the Basque Country, and he's an amazing athlete. Him and I were paired up for the Division 4 doubles, and for him it was just like a lot of getting used to the court. Like me, I've been playing on the court for like 7 years, and this being his first season, a lot of the guys, I don't know how familiar you are with highlight, but there's different size courts. And so we have a much smaller court, having the glass front and back wall. And so the dynamics of play on the court are much different. And it's something that, he was trying to get used to. And then also the chemistry between the teams, him and I hadn't worked together. So sometimes it's like, oh, he doesn't know if he can trust me. So he might be going after certain balls that I would completely, be good with. And it was just a matter of getting to know the court, the chemistry between each other and make it happen. It started to click. I want to say maybe about 4 or 5 weeks in, and ever since then we've been pretty competitive on the court. So we've been trying to catch up. We're coming into the end of the season right now. The Devils are technically we're in 6th place. There's 6 teams total, but we've definitely shrunk the deficit from the teams in front of us between the Cyclones and coming after the Fireballs, trying to take those 2 teams out so we can get into the playoffs. So we're just working on these last 2 games, trying to make it happen. So I think last night I was watching the Cyclones play the Fireballs, and they made exactly what we need to happen. Keep the Fireballs at as little points as possible, so that we can try to like bump up 2 places to take them out.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. By the way, we are we're highlight experts here. We're the most important.
Okay, all right.
On the
It's our first season.
This is our first season, but we've mastered it now. Everyone comes to us for this information and whatnot. So we're pretty much pros at this. But I was looking at your squad because I do remember you guys started off rough. You guys had like 8 points through the first month or something like that, and then it flipped. It was like I think you guys like just destroyed the Renegades or something one night, which was crazy because it was like the number 1. I remember because we were talking, we were previewing the matchup. I go, we got the number 1 team versus the worst team right now. Who is going to be ugly? And then you guys like just smacked them around. I go, okay, here we go. They got a little fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking at your guys' lineup, and I'm like, you got Alex, you got Hyro here, your Urbieta, all these guys have got Kubala, you, and then CRB, and I'm like, how are these guys? How are they in last place? But Crick was reminding me about your guys' health and whatnot. But you personally too, it seems like November is your month. You're on a little 2-win, at least in singles, a little 2 2-game win streak, right?
Yeah. So I'm just, like I said, season coming to end, pressure's on, and you put the pressure on me, and I'm going to show up and make it happen. I know it's everybody knows sometimes like during the season it might not be the best for me, and singles is probably always my tougher. It's just tougher for me because I like being, my strength is being in the backcourt. My right side is so strong. But yeah, when I get to focus on the things that I'm really comfortable and strong with, and I have another partner to back me up on my weaknesses, like we can definitely dominate and make things happen.
Yeah, they so I'm guessing you like doubles more than singles then.
Oh yeah, I love doubles.
You're only the second person to say that. Most people come in here and they say the same thing. You're like, doubles is fun, but I like singles because it's that one-on-one. It's all on me and whatnot. Do you remember, Kirk, who that other person was that said they like single or doubles better than singles?
I think it was Benny.
Benny, I think you're right. I think it was Benny as well. I got to ask you one thing too. I got to ask about two players. One, your teammate Alex. Does he do that?
Will loves him.
Where he starts. Well, he just starts. I was watching him one match like months ago, like in the beginning of this, and the dude is just like jumping off the walls to get the ball, and then the announcer's like, and then as the match went on, every single time he'd get higher and higher and higher. I'm like, dude, that guy's gonna rip his Achilles. You better be careful there. What does he do? But that guy just goes for it, man.
Yeah,
does he do that in practice?
Practice also. So he's like that as well. Like I said, it's his first season on the court, and so he's all over the place doing whatever he can. Like for me, I'm 7 years in, and the way my knees are set up, I'm not doing that anymore. But so every now and then you might catch me on a high jump and jump. I don't jump off the walls as much anymore, but that was like a year 1, year 2 kind of thing for me. But it definitely takes a toll the more you do it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I got to ask you real quick, man. I want to ask you because we've got to know a lot of you guys, man, and we're big fans of all of you. We think all you guys are incredible and everything. But one of my favorite pairings to watch, man, is when you and CRB are out there playing, bro. I really enjoy watching y'all play together. Y'all got a good chemistry, a good flow. Seem to really understand where each other's going to be. Have y'all been playing together long, or is this something just kind of developed over this season, or?
Yeah, we've actually Chad and I, we have a history. We played together before. In the Pelota doubles, we played a couple seasons ago together, and we ended up getting second place. Competing versus all the other guys on the squad. Okay. So we have like that confidence and chemistry working together. So we were excited coming into the season to play together, and then over the years, since we've played together, we've become cool. We built that chemistry. His family and I, his parents, we're close. I actually do a little bit of real estate, and his dad's my broker, so I work with him, and we all talk, multiple times, if not multiple times a week. Definitely.
It makes sense, bro, because it totally looks like y'all got the kind of chemistry that's developed off the court as well, because y'all are in the sync out there when you're playing, man.
Yeah, we make it happen. So we kind of have a feel for who wants to go for what, and we just built up that trust. I remember there was one time coming into the finals for the Pelota doubles when we played before, and I was like, hey, if this specific thing happens, it was like if a ball goes to the outside, I tell them like, look, I'm there. I got the legs. Like most people know that I ran track, so I'm gonna get there if it's going to the outside. And I'm like, look, just trust me, and I'm running into the ball, got all my momentum going, and I just like hammer it in. And he's like, he knows I'm there for it.
So what's Bueno's secret? Does that guy like drink like Cuban coffee before he goes out there? When that guy's gas tank
wide
just
open.
Can't. I tell you, like it happened last night. I go, you don't want to see Bueno in the third set because it's game over. You better have a gas day because that guy does not quit. We saw him play. What was it? Just a few weeks ago, 4 matches in one night. I mean, that dude loves Jai-Alai. I make the joke every single time we bring someone on that he would. The reason why they only allow you to have the cesta on one hand is because he'd play every match if he could flip it over to the other side. Man, that guy's got some energy, man.
Bueno is high energy. He's great. He has a whole lot of enthusiasm when he's coming onto the court. And I know every time he steps on the court, he's looking to win. Like no questions asked. He comes from, he has Jai-Alai in his blood. His dad played Jai-Alai. So I'm sure his dad is rooting for him every bit of the way, teaching him every trick that he knows. And he's coming with a monster attitude to make it happen.
He seems like an awesome guy. He came in here, did an interview with us. A lot of energy, man. Seems like a really cool dude there. We gotta ask you this too. We gotta ask you this too, man, because you're the first one off of his team that we've had on here since. But we always ask everybody about High Road breaking the glass, man. Was it cracked?
Yeah.
Was it cracked? Or is Hyro just a monster, man? I know that guy could play it. He could sling that damn thing. But we've asked everybody, do you believe it was cracked a little bit?
No, actually, I don't believe it was cracked a little bit. So
okay.
I will say that every glass panel it has weaker spots and stronger spots. But yeah, that's the first time it's ever happened in the game, and twice it's happened during practice. And so, like literally the first day we were ever playing, the casino had opened up for Jai-Alai. It was an Anderson, so on the court is Andrew Luck or Correa. He ended up breaking the glass the first day that we played, like 7-something years ago. And then a couple years ago, I was the second person to break it in practice.
You broke it too.
And yeah, I broke it too. So Hyro's the third person to break it. Yeah. But yeah, so it's those glass panels are really, really thick, and they're supposed to take an impact of a car going 150 miles an hour. But yeah, there are weaker spots, and if you hit it just in the right spot with the right force, it's gonna make it happen. And the people that just like hammer the wall, like Correa, myself, Hyro, there's a whole lot of power behind it. So
okay, all right, we'll have to add that to we're doing an investigation. You know, we're trying to figure it out. We're all our witnesses, because some people say they saw a chip in it beforehand. You know, so we'll figure it out. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, I need before you ask him about how you go ahead, Bradley.
Oh no, I was saying whatever you find out about that investigation, let me know, because
he wants to know too. Before we get into asking about postseason, all that stuff, one thing the chance are one more guy I want to talk to you about on your team, man, because I was watching him the other night. And speaking of Hyro, he was playing with him, man. But Urbieta, that man locks down that back corner backcourt, bro. He made some of the most incredible scoops and catches the other night. That man was on fire, dude. They got in that game. They lost to Douglas and Manny 6-2 in that first set, and then come all the way back and win 6-5 in the second set, 6-4 in the third to win the match there. And I'm telling you, Urbieta was on fire. That guy can make some plays, bro.
Oh yeah, that was so clutch. Like we needed that. We needed those points, and he knows exactly what's on the line. You know, from the beginning of the season, he's been tough on us, trying to make sure we get those points. So like he knows, like when it comes to like those big games like that, yeah, we just got to lock in and make it happen.
I'm telling you, man, there were some of those catches the other night where I never thought he was going to get to that spot. He made some incredible plays the other night, man. Some match saving plays in a lot of spot there, because Douglas and Manny were playing well. We know that's a good pairing too. And I mean, how do Urbieta? When you get down, okay, let me ask you this: what's the mentality going into? Let's say you have a first set like that. You see a lot of these first sets where you might be 6-1, 6-2, or something. You kind of behind the 8 ball. But a lot of you guys come back and you go in there. I don't know what you're talking about in between. I like watching the in between matches. Y'all go in there. I know you're talking to each other, trying to figure out a strategy and all that. What's the mindset kind of when you come back out for a second set and you've been pretty much dominated in the first set?
Yeah, it's just a matter of like, you know, shaking all that off and knowing that it's a brand new game from there. You're still in the game. You just gotta have the right mentality coming into it. And that's just like, you know, for me playing sports my whole life, it's just like you gotta, you know, be focused on the goal. Like whatever happened in that first set, you gotta shake it off. There's like, you know, other dynamics that ended up happening in the game with you know, the ball. It actually changes temperature. So we started every game with a new ball. So that first set, the ball just reacts differently. It's going to be a little bit slower. It's not going to bounce as high when it's coming when it hits the ground. And so it's like being able to just forget about that and adjust. And for me, because I'm one of the like more power throwers, I prefer a ball that's going to be warmer and it's going faster. So it's knowing that I have that to my advantage coming in, you know, the second set.
I've heard him talk about that a lot, how the ball warms up throughout the match and things like that. I didn't realize you guys were starting a new match with a new ball every time, but I do see it start to take some different bounces after that ball warms up, son.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And we can make the ball like depending on how it's spinning, how we can make it spin coming out the basket. We can make it bounce higher, or you know, have it more of a dead bounce. But yeah, it's a lot of adjusting in the game because no point is ever the same.
What's the longest game you've been in? Like, how long has one of your matches gone?
Oh man, I've heard me personally, maybe 40, 45 minutes, but we've had matches go up to like an hour.
Yeah, there was one the other day that
if I'm not mistaken, after I heard when they were doing the interview, if I'm not mistaken, Hyro, Urbieta, and Douglas and Manny, I believe, played the longest individual match. It was like 57 or 58 minutes or something for that match right there. If I'm not mistaken, I think I heard him say it was the longest.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember hearing that. It was like definitely the longest. So it's insane. You got to have some stamina when you come out there to make that happen.
We know this will never happen because you guys would probably say veto it. But we were talking the other day. We're like, man, it'd be kind of cool if some of these went like you got to win when you're set by 2. You know, so it doesn't end 6-5. It's got to be 7-5.
Third set,
you could have some rallies going, man. Some of them, I'm like, I want to see that continue to go, but I know that would not be possible. But it'd be
like,
kind of cool.
You guys know so much about highlight. Come in making rules for us. Yeah,
I'm just saying. Think about it. Think about it. You know.
Yeah, that'll be pretty exciting. But man, because I gotta play Friday, and I have 2 sets back to back, so I know that'll be like an hour of me going through playing that. So. You know, we'll see what happens with that. So
let me see. Who you guys playing Friday? Let me pull that up. Let me see.
Cyclones.
Let's go. That's a big time matchup, bro. That's one of the teams y'all are competing with to try to get in the playoffs right there. So that's a big time matchup for you on Friday.
Exactly.
Man, how you feel about it?
So yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, I'm just getting my mind right. Been watching videos of the players who I'm going to be going up against, and just ready to go out, execute the plan, and do what we got to do to get into the playoffs. You know.
What's your plan? What's your plan against Bueno and Rock? Because if I'm not mistaken, they haven't lost as doubles this year or whatnot. Is that what you're saying, Crick? They haven't lost as doubles.
I think
they've been on fire. Man. I know that lately. What's your guys' like? I mean, without spilling any secrets, what's your game? I was about to say.
I mean, you guys live right now. If you're going to be airing after Friday, maybe I get more into this.
Hey, don't give away no secrets now, man. Don't give away no secrets, man.
Or you,
you
trick them.
True. But it's just a lot of fundamentals when it comes down for us. Just making sure we catch the ball, make it tough for them. Catch them off guard. I have a few tricks up my sleeve, and I'm going to be paying attention depending on how they move, where they move, how they're throwing the ball, and then come in and try to make the best for us.
We hear it's like chess out there too. It just kind of depends on because we got Goshieri, I guess. People we amazed.
We love
by that
Goshieri.
guy,
We're big fans of Goshieri around here.
We've heard. God, I can't remember who it was that we had on that said it, but he was like, "Yeah, I think it was it Jedin that we were saying or something like that." Is it him?
Ben was in here telling us about him a little bit.
Ben, but he was saying that like he would come up to him and be like, "I need you to throw it right there because this guy's cheating this way."
Ben.
So It was Ben. Yeah, he goes, this guy's cheating this way, so throw it there. Just trust me. And he goes, I don't question it. I just do what that guy says. And he goes, I'll be damned if it wasn't exactly what he said was going to happen.
Bro, he made a drop shot the other day that was incredible, man. Those drop shots are impressive to me when I see y'all do that because I mean it takes all of your momentum to catch this ball and swing it on the same side of your body and all that stuff. It takes a lot of momentum to keep that ball rolling the basket. So when I see a guy running up like he was the other day, full sprint and catches that thing on the run and just lays a little drop shot, there was no chance, man. No chance for anybody.
You do it at the right timing. Just pay attention to where the people are on the court, your opponents are, and just like I said, just make it tough for him. Gochari he's oh my gosh, one of the best on the court that I've seen. And he has like so much control over the ball and knows exactly what he wants to do and where he wants to place it. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's who I'm trying to play like. So
I love it. I love it when that guy loses the first set because you just see it like in his face. It's like that meme. You know that meme when you're like the guy playing a video game and then he leans forward when he wants to take it serious. That's like him in real life. When he loses the first set, he's not even worried. He's like, all right, it's time to play. And
I see him back there drying his face off with his towel, man, straightening his glasses up, and then it's OV after that, bro. He's ready to go. It seems like in this game, man, it seems like a lot more discipline. It's more about kind of not so much making the key shot to put your opponent in a bad spot, but maybe not screwing up, man. Just kind of keep the point rolling along and let your opponent screw that thing up. I feel like there's a lot of discipline in this, man.
Yeah, there is a lot of that because there's many times where you want to like just try to make the kill shot and like get the point over. If like, especially if like maybe you're a little tired, it's like no, you got to wait for the right moment. You got to wait for the right moment. It's a lot of paying attention to where the players are on the court. And just like Ben was saying, it's chess. You're playing chess out there. Sometimes you might throw a softer shot just to get somebody to get into a certain position, and then so that you can throw it somewhere else, or you're testing somebody. So it takes a lot of focus, a lot of discipline. Because if you're just out there just on the offense the whole time, you're gonna exhaust yourself.
And you may be setting a shot up 3 or 4 shots in advance.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. And seeing how somebody's going to move, put them in a certain place. You want to get them a little bit further back and, place the ball a little bit more higher over their head, to get them exactly where you want them. So then you can make that shot.
All right, man.
Yeah. Well, we are big fans of all you guys, and we're gonna be rooting you on. You got the first two matches on Friday there, so we will be rooting you on, sir. Wishing you the best of luck. Maybe the Devils can make that run into the playoffs, and if so, that who knows what can happen after that. But we appreciate you coming on here and hanging out with us.
It's my
this
pleasure.
morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, and best of luck Friday, man.
We appreciate you, brother. Good luck the rest of the way, man. You stay safe there. Maybe we get you in the playoffs. We'll bring you back in. Tell us a little bit about it, man.
All right, sounds good. Let's make it happen.
All right.
Stay safe out there now. Man,
I love it when those guys come on, man. I love it
because like I said, I have been way more in tune with my highlight the last 4 to 6 weeks. I've watched a lot more that we've got more involved with this stuff. So I've started getting questions I want to ask them why they do certain things.
Highlight Fridays where we got both matches, right?
Bro, I've been watching the last 2 Fridays. I've watched highlight for like 8 hours. I love it, man. I love it. I love hearing these guys explain why they do certain things, and then hearing all the different angles of all these players and stuff like that, and how they got into the game and whatnot. Man, it's a cool deal, man. Because there's a lot of different stories when it comes to all these. All these guys are like from all walks of life, man. I love it.
Let's see.
What are you trying to look for now? You still trying to bird up?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Yeah, I am. Oh, we love that. And I see Mont in here a little bit ago.
I'm a big believer it's hard to be physically tough and not mentally.
Okay. We'll see if we get to the end.
Not talented teams. Tough people win in life, not talented human beings. I can promise you that.
That's not it. Damn it.
I was going to say, he going to God bless and bird up to his own team.
Why not?
Why not? I would say it to the grocery store attendant. I'm just saying, you ring my groceries up. I was walking out. God bless, bird up.
God bless, bird up. Let's see if I can get it one more time. Hold on. There it is.
You working hard on that one, man.
Let's see, all episodes. Where was it at? There
Trying to see if we find any breaking news in here. We know we always have news break right before we get out, so I want to see if we got anything coming out right now.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh, I'm not sharing it.
Nope.
That's my bad. I'm gonna get a good one. I'm gonna get a good clip of it. But listen to the end of this, man. He starts like they end it and he just starts going off like, I wish you could have seen our full team, blah blah blah. And he's like wants to know, what does that mean, like whatnot. Anyways, but you can hear AJ trying to like, hey, ask him one more question, but he's just coach just goes right through it.
I think this was a 9 or 10 win football team, and we just didn't get it done. But I'm really happy how we rallied, and appreciate you guys hanging there with us. God bless and birds up.
How do you feel?
God bless and birds up.
And he said, how do you feel? Okay, good show, man. Appreciate it. Good luck this weekend.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find the actual YouTube part of that where it is.
And now, who did you tell me? What were you saying? Your buddy does some of it. How did you start listening to that?
The boys from AJ used to be part of pregame.com. It's that site that I'll pull up with all the contests I'm in.
Our AJ?
No, AJ Hoffman.
Oh, AJ Hoffman. Okay.
Yeah, the guys I listen to, they do their own little wise guy roundtable each week and whatnot. But this site right here, the guys that he used to work, he still does stuff with them, but he ended up moving out of Vegas over San Antonio. This site where I'm always doing the contest, and showing you and all that stuff. Yeah. This is AJ Hoffman's NFL contest that I'm in and whatnot. Anyways, he's in San Antonio now, and he works for the radio station there. And so I started tuning in because I'm like, oh, I like listening to AJ talk and whatnot. And then he's got his co-host, Rob Thompson, which is he's a hoot. He's an older gentleman. He's
okay. We love those.
He's funny. I'll just give you like a sample of it. These guys are just silly. They're just silly. I guess we can tune in live, see what they're doing right now, huh?
It's your world, man. I just live in it. You're the one's got places to go.
Huh?
I said, you're the one's got places to go. I'm just hanging out.
Hanging out, having a good time.
The best. My balls are in the CFP, bro. Just beat Vandy.
I got pie life today.
What?
Patriot says I got pie life today.
Pie life. That's right. Yeah, pie's the cornbread to make today. Can't wait for that cornbread stuffing. That's right, man.
Oh, I think Rob's out again today. Look at that.
Huh?
Let me see. Huh?
Who's out? What are you talking about?
I'm talking to myself over here, clearly, dude.
You said Rob's out still today. I don't know what that. I mean, I didn't know you were telling me that. I mean, that could affect one of our bets.
It's these
Whoever
guys.
Rob is.
No,
That was always square.
Hey,
Don't knock the lunch lady pizza.
I always think about that floppy crust that's like kind of.
Oh no, you wanted the edge. You had to hold up for the edge.
Like, he's an older gentleman. He's got that nice,
always
a nice voice, whatever. These two are a pretty good duo together.
Yeah, but no, I've had it. It's
I just picked a random
certainly
spot.
worth having.
By the
Not
way,
my favorite. I won't say it's the
we're
best,
coming
but
for the title.
I like Detroit style pizza, and that Via 313 does it well, and they do have Fago. So
sports show talking about pizza. God, we would never do something like that.
No,
never get distracted and talk
giving
about
you telling you
stuff.
the best Traeger deals and stuff. Never know.
You never know. Real quick, let me see what else I want to talk about. We got a couple minutes.
While you're looking for that, for little Phil, did you see the North Carolina Tar Heels fired Mac Brown, but he will coach final game against NC State. It's probably the end of a career there. I mean, it should already happen.
Why announce that beforehand? Just wait till after.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, go ahead. Like, if you hadn't done it to this point, if you hadn't fired him by now, let him finish
it's
up
like,
and say you mutually agreed to part ways. It never sounds good to me when it's like, we fired the guy. We're gonna let him coach the last one right off the sunset. But like, just let him coach the damn game and be like, we've mutually agreed to part ways.
Dude.
Like, he's earned that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they thought it'd give a boost to the team or something like that.
Yeah, maybe whatever.
Let's see. Former Bucks pass rusher Shaq Barrett applied for reinstatement. He's coming out of retirement. Might be playing for the Dolphins. I mean, he has to play for the Dolphins. Unless the Dolphins would have to release him, which I don't know why they would. They have the rights to his contract.
The Dolphins would need him too. They've had some injuries
because they can't trade him at this point. It's too late, so they'd have to release him for him to go to another team.
Else pick him up. Yeah, maybe they've talked about it. I don't know. But the Dolphins need him. Like I said, they've had a lot of guys banged up on that front seven.
Yeah, and then read this one real quick. Read that.
Hold on,
I think it's funny.
Blow this up. Let's see what that says. Says Jerry Jones on a possible extension for Mike McCarthy. Jesus, Mary. I don't think that's crazy at all. This is a Super Bowl winning coach. Mike McCarthy has been there and done that. He has great ideas. We got a lot of football left. Oh, goodness, Patriot. Oh, my goodness. How you feel about that, Patriot? They're going to bring that man back, ain't they? They're going to bring him back, give him another chance. Keep doing this. I'm telling you, that is the problem right there. The problem is who shouldn't be brought back is damn Jerry Jones. Kind of hard to do when the man owns the damn
Jerry's
team.
crazy enough to do
He's
that.
senile, bro. He's lost his damn mind.
He's crazy enough to do it.
He's lost his damn mind. They ain't never winning shit as long as that guy's in charge.
Everyone's talking about Deion going there. It makes no sense for Deion going there because they're like, Deion wants to go with the son, so they're going to draft his son and do that. They can't do that. It's like
they're not going to have.
They pay Dak all that money.
Yeah,
you pay Dak.
He's not going to be available though.
The only way that you could do that is if you were able to trade Dak before the draft. If you were able to trade Dak, which I don't know who's taking Dak's contract and trading for
not
Dak.
The way he played.
No. So, but then again, there are stupid teams out there. But what I was going to say about that, I think I know where, if Deion does go coach in the NFL, I think I know what team it is.
Tell me.
And if we can find odds on it, we should bet it. The Raiders.
That would be smart.
Because they want to draft Shedeur.
That would
Brady's got a relationship with all of them, and Coach Prime can come in there. I mean, it would be a total Raiders thing to do to bring them in. I honestly wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it because I think it'd be pretty entertaining.
I've actually thought that's probably the best scenario I've heard about Deion maybe going to the league, because I think that would, especially a place like Vegas, you got all that flash and flair that he brings to the table. I'm telling you, I don't think that would be a bad deal at all. It can't be no worse than what you got.
Elon needs to buy the Cowboys. It's my Christmas wish as Patriot. Dude, Elon, instead of buying Twitter for $44 billion, he could have bought
four Cowboys teams.
He could have bought 2 divisions.
He could have bought a couple of divisions, couldn't he?
That's what I'm saying. He could have
one of those trash divisions. He could have bought the whole division for half that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's wild. That's wild. Hey, I got a new book.
Well, hell yeah.
He finally wrote this book. Stu Gotts from the Dan Lebtard Show. Stu Gotts' his personal record book. He finally, he didn't write it. Dan Stanzik didn't write it, but I'm excited to read it. I got it last night. I'm going to read it. I do have one thing to say to Stu Gotts. It looked bigger in the picture. All right. It's not as big in my hand, and I bet that's not the first time you've heard that.
I got him. Hey, Stu Gotts would laugh at that, bro. I love me.
I'm going to clip it. I'm going to clip it and post it out there. It really is, though. It's like I got it, and I'm like, this is kind of a tiny book.
You clip it, you tag him in it, man. Well, we'd love to have Stu Gotts on here. When I was driving the tow truck, man, I kept the Le Batard show on all the time. Stu Gotts is a national treasure as well, bro.
You just remind me, I got to do a poll real quick. And I need everyone watching to go vote on this poll on my Twitter page. Hold on. Would you tune into
Oh, what up, Slicknard? How you doing, man? He wants Elon to buy the Steelers. Everybody wants Elon to buy their team, man.
He could afford it. Would you tune in if we're going to try? Let's try to. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I do not know what that means. Slicknard said, do you know what Stugotz means? It's Italian. I do not know what it means, man. I just, like I said,
I forgot what it meant.
First time I heard it was from him on the show. I didn't know what it meant. It's the name on the boat on The Sopranos. Okay. I still don't know what it means, man. Tell us what it means, man. I don't know. What are you looking at over there?
I'm building this poll real quick.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this. No, tell them what kind of poll you've cooked up here. Yeah?
Yep.
All right. Well, tell me, I want to know what that means, though. I might have to Google it if y'all don't tell me, man. I'm going to have to Google it. Y'all ain't going to tell me. How many options do we have on this poll, man?
We have some options on this poll.
Sounds like we got several.
I'm going to tag you in it, too.
Tag away, sir.
I've been meaning to do this for a few days now, and I just remembered. This might shock you guys. Sometimes I forget things in the morning here when I have all these great plans. But here's the poll. I'm going to pin it. I'm going to share it. Drum roll, please. How do you wait? You're not going to let me share this thing? Oh, there it is. I'm going to drop in the chat. I need everyone in the chat to go to this link, go over my Twitter, my X spot. Need you guys to vote on this. Would you tune in if Chris Pavlovsky's Rumble CEO joined Rumble's #1 sports morning show? Huh?
Man, we need him in here, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's
go vote on it.
They're doing a lot of stuff with other people, man. Y'all want to go Rumble Sports? We need you in here to talk about it, Chris.
Yeah, doesn't mean birds up.
Birds up.
You guys go vote on this. All right. What was taking me long, I didn't know how I want to word the yes, no. If I want to just do yes, no, or if I want to do something else, then finally I said screw it.
Yes, no. It's a simple question.
I know, dude, but I was thinking about doing something funny, something creative,
We do that around here a little bit.
A little bit, but you put me on the spot like that. Oh shoot, I do have to get going though. So go vote on that, please. Please go vote on that so we can get Chris's attention.
100%, man.
That means
Chris,
you too.
We need you in here to talk about the future of Rumble Sports. We're trying, man. We're doing our part. We need you in here to help us, man.
Yeah, and create like 10 new X accounts and go vote on all of them. Everyone, just go vote.
Spamming the polls.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a fun show this morning. I got to get going to work though. We will be back tomorrow morning for Turkey Day. A little Turkey Day.
Absolutely, bro.
And we are going to be talking. We're diving straight into just the Turkey Day matches. That's what I'm going to tell you right off the rip. We're going to go through all those stats and trends and just get into these games because I've got a lot of bets. One of the bets I made, Crick, you'd like this one.
Okay.
I started with the Detroit Lions at minus 13.5, and I did a 1/10 of a unit every point up from that all the way up to 25.5 because that's the most they would let me go.
I love the ladders, bro. Just winning one rung.
I laddered that thing from 13.5 all the way to 25.5. So
one rung at a time, and it's so fun when they cover the full spread too, like all the points, because you just sit there and you just see cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Love it.
Oh yeah. So it's gonna be fun. We'll be doing all that and more. I'll try to get my card out to you guys today, and some stuff. But yeah, if not, we'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But until then,
good luck, good gambling,
and game on.